All right, so here's today's Mailbox Monday question. It comes from G. It says, my biggest challenge is in how to begin creating all of the content required and make it a fun and enjoyable process. So we're going to talk about content marketing and fun and enjoyment. Your answer is going to be in today's episode, including the dangers of chasing fun, the number one secret for effective content marketing, and how to get started in content marketing. If you have a question you'd like to have answered in an upcoming Mailbox Monday episode, it's something I do every Monday. I answer your questions about marketing, copywriting, business building, and more. Check the link in the description to ask Roy your question. And don't forget, while this intro plays, hit like and subscribe so you can get more content like this delivered to you.
These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Roy Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough.
All right, so let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Some days I hate this responsibility. Some days I really struggle. Some days it's not fun or even enjoyable. Some days I have to remind myself to smile. In fact, I put a little label on my camera that says smile. Not because I want to be fake happy, but because you have to cultivate the right energy and you have to cultivate the right presence. And that applies whether you're creating like video content like this or writing. It's not always going to automatically be fun or even enjoyable. And some days it's hard to get myself to do this, to sit down to record a podcast episode, to write the email to go with it, all of that stuff. Some days I procrastinate because I don't want to get started. But I created this obligation for myself and to you to do this, to put out daily content for Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. So even when it's hard, even when it's challenging, unless I make a conscious decision to not do it, like taking a break, I do it anyway. And until I change this obligation, I will keep doing it, right? If I promise the daily content, I'm going to do the daily content. If I want to stop doing daily content, I'm going to choose to change that obligation. And I created this obligation knowing from experience here that success behaviors won't always be fun and enjoyable. The things that will make you successful will not always be the things that you find fun, that you find enjoyable. It's great when they can be. But here's the thing. Constant pursuit of just fun is dangerous in terms of being able to create the success that you desire, being able to create the impact on the world that you desire. Because if you only work when it's fun, if you only work when it's enjoyable, if that's all that you're going to do, and then suddenly things are a little bit hard, you run into obstacles, you have to do something that's not fun, you will find yourself demotivated because you've created a frame in your mind that work has to be fun for you to do it. And you're going to not be motivated to do the work that you need to do. Hard work, on the other hand, is rewarding in a different way. When you get into hard work, it can not always feel fun, not always feel enjoyable, but the challenge of doing hard work can create a state of flow. It can create a feeling of accomplishment. So Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who has written about flow, talks about flow is when challenge meets skill. And it doesn't say anything about fun. Like flow is not when you're having fun. Although in retrospect, oftentimes when you've been in a state of flow, you realize afterwards that, okay, that was a fun and enjoyable experience, right? But it's not defined by chasing fun and enjoyment. It's defined by chasing where challenge meets skill. In other words, by embracing a little bit of hard work. And Daniel Pink has a book called Drive, where he says that the things that drive us, that motivate us, are not money or fun or enjoyment, excitement, all of that, right? The things that actually motivate people based on the latest research, at least when that book came out in 2011, are autonomy, having control over your own work, having control over your own decision making, right? So if you want to motivate employees, give them autonomy. If you want to motivate yourself, give yourself a little autonomy, right? To make your own decisions. Mastery is number 2, this feeling of mastery, of like achieving something that was difficult, of mastering a skill. That's not fun always, right? But it is the development of a skill that comes through repeated hard work and effort. And then purpose, like having an intention, having a purpose towards whatever greater goal. And that can be like a something that's beneficial to others, or it can be something that's beneficial to yourself. The whole point is you're pursuing your purpose while you work. And so autonomy, mastery, purpose, where challenge meets skill, combining drive and flow. Those are more powerful motivators for you continuing to be successful in content marketing or any other endeavor. So with all that stated, if you embrace this fact that, okay, content marketing won't always be fun, content won't always be enjoyable to create, sometimes it will be difficult, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm going to define that as something that I want to be good at and to achieve. Well, how do you do it? The number one secret of effective content marketing, if you want the difference between content and content marketing, it is in defining the next action that you want someone to take after going through the content. So, for example, at the end of this episode, I'm going to recommend that you check out Content Marketing to Grow Your Business because it is a relevant piece of content. If you came to this to learn about content marketing and maybe how to enjoy the process of creating content marketing, or at least be able to create content marketing in a way that the result is enjoyable, well, the Content Marketing to Grow Your Business is great training. And so I'm going to define the next action that I want you to take as a result of this piece of content as, hey, go click the link, the first link in the description, and check out Content Marketing to Grow Your Business. Now, when you define the next action inside any content marketing, it creates a challenge, which recalling drive, this gives you a sense of mastery and purpose. If you're able to get more people to take the action, that is a feeling of mastery. You have this purpose that you're working towards to get more people to take the action. And where challenge meets skill, this is the manifestation of your skill, and you're more likely to hit this flow state of like, okay, I'm into the content, I'm into the creation process, I'm doing this with this ultimate goal of getting people to take the next action. And if you have measurable results to the content that you create, it's just going to be a feedback cycle. It's going to make it easier, even if it doesn't always make it fun and enjoyable. It's having this next action, this desired action that you want people to take will make it easier because you'll know what you want them to do and you'll have a destination that your content is meant to lean towards. And so if you want to get started in content marketing, here's my biggest recommendation. Like this question came out of this desire to get started in content marketing and this, I guess, fear that it's not going to be fun, that it's going to feel like a slog, that it's going to be incredibly difficult, maybe emotionally as much as it is the actual practice of the skill. And my biggest recommendation for you, if you want to get started in content marketing, is to create an obligation for yourself. And by that, I mean, create a publishing schedule. Maybe it's weekly. Maybe it's twice a week, like Tuesdays and Fridays. Maybe it is monthly. Maybe it's daily, right? But create an obligation for yourself. Create a publishing schedule on which you are going to have content ready and hit publish. And make that schedule, whatever representation of it makes sense, public to someone who will expect to see the content. And this is about your sense of obligation, you're not putting it on them to keep you accountable. You're creating an obligation within yourself that I am going to do this work in time for this publishing schedule to be met. And it's going to give you this sense it's yet another thing where you challenge yourself to hit deadlines on a consistent basis. And there is this sense of flow that can come from that. There's a sense of mastery that can come from that by compressing the effort into not this wide open, like I'm going to start creating blogs, right? or I'm going to start creating podcasts or YouTube, but I'm going to do this by this time, by this day, and I'm going to get it out. And you create this obligation within yourself that you're going to do that, knowing that somebody else knows and is expecting it to be true. So Breakthrough Marketing Secrets actually started in April 2014 as a daily email. And I decided I'm going to start doing this, and I'm going to write a daily email and I'm going to publish it to my website. And okay, that's great. Now, it's hard to send a daily email if there's nobody on your list. So I happened to be in a little conversation with some copywriter at the time. And I said, hey, would you mind signing up for my daily email? You don't even have to stay subscribed. I'd just like you to be my first subscriber so I can start sending out these emails. And she subscribed. I don't know exactly how long she subscribed. I don't remember. I know she's not a subscriber anymore unless she's come back. But it was just a matter of saying, hey, I'm going to get started. And I'm creating this obligation to myself as much as anything, but also to you to publish these daily emails. And then I just kept going, and it's evolved over time. And near the beginning of 2020, around the time of the pandemic, I had been doing some like Friday videos, but then I decided to switch it up and I decided to start doing daily videos. So here we are, daily videos that turn into daily podcast episodes. The videos get converted into audio, etc., right? But again, it's about creating this daily obligation for myself, and whatever your obligation is, it doesn't have to be daily, but it's about creating that obligation and then making small, consistent progress. So getting started in content marketing, publish something, right? Say, I'm going to publish this by Friday, and then publish it by Friday. That's that's how you get started. And making it fun and enjoyable, it won't always be, but you can make yourself motivated by setting the destination that you want people to go to because of your content and challenging yourself to make it effective in doing that. And then just keep showing up and keep practicing and keep doing it as a practice as much as anything. Like you would practice meditation, or I follow Strong First for kettlebell training and weightlifting training, and they say practice strength. Like, it's not about working out, it's about practicing strength moves. And all of these different people who I really respect in terms of gaining mastery over any particular skill, it's all about practice, regular practice of that skill. And I think that becomes the secret. That's how it ends up feeling more and more rewarding through time, even if you wouldn't always describe it as fun or enjoyable. All right, so that link in the description takes you to Content Marketing to Grow Your Business. It's part of the BTMS Insiders training library, where you pay one low monthly fee. You get instant streaming access to all my content on marketing, copywriting, business building, and more. Again, that's the first link in the description. I'll also include a link to to ask Roy your question if you'd like to have it answered in an upcoming Mailbox Monday episode. And I'll include links to Drive and Flow and those great books. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Hey, I'm here every day delivering daily value bombs of copywriting, marketing, and entrepreneurship. I will catch you again in the next episode.
Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.